to wish everyone a very happy new year. 2020 will go down in the annals of history for probably all of the wrong reasons. However, we've all come through it, and the trials and the tribulations of online learning, being out of school, have been traversed successfully, and we are here now in 2021. I am really excited about the return to school, and I hope that you all are too. Year 12 will return today, Year 10 will return on Wednesday, and Year 9 will return on Thursday. We've also got the prospects of a vaccine that will be coming along. Don't know quite when, but when it does, that I believe will be a game changer and will enable us to renew our more normal teaching and learning experience here at Hillcrest. So it's with a real sense of optimism and excitement that we start 2021. It's a new start for everyone, it's a new slate that's been sort of prepared, and we hope that this will mean that we'll be able to get everyone fully prepared for their exams. Year 11, you're starting your mock exams today, and they will go on till the 18th of January, and we hope that you have done some work in preparation for those over the holiday period, and that you will do well in these assessments. However, don't be too stressed out by them. If you don't make a fantastic success of them, I'm sure your teachers will give you a second opportunity in order to up your predicted grades. The last 12 months have been characterized by people being away from school, and as we've all got used to the pandemic, I think three features have come about. The first of which has been sort of over-optimism, and I think some students have thought that they are untouchable. So a number of you I'm hearing have been involved with New Year's parties and things like that. If that's the case for you, I would like you to be honest with yourself, and I'd like you to get a coronavirus test before you return back to school. We need to protect the school community, your teachers and your fellow students. So if you think that that's you, and you maybe have done some things that maybe you regret doing in terms of social interactions with sort of lots of other people, then please do reach out and protect us from the exposure that you may have put yourself under. The second feature is that of fear, and I know a number of people have been extremely fearful of what the pandemic has brought about. And fear brings forward three possible reactions. You can freeze, you can fly away from it, or you can fight it. And what I'm proposing is that we do not adopt strategy 1 and strategy 2. We don't freeze, neither do we flee away from it either. We have to face up to the realities of the pandemic, which is still here in Kenya, and I know that I'm asking my teachers, that I'm placing myself, and I'm asking you and your parents to put yourself under a certain degree of increased risk coming back to Hillcrest. That is why I asked those people who have been socially mixing to adopt a cautious approach and assure themselves that they are not placing others at risk. But what it means for us as we fight this pandemic here in Hillcrest is that you will need to take all of the precautionary measures that we've talked about so much, that I've sent home in my letter, and that's the reason why we're asking you to adopt a number of different strategies. So school will not be the same as when you left it in March time. You will be asked to wear a face mask, you will be asked to be temperature checked as you arrive in school. There will be different arrival points within the school, there will be different departure points within the school, and there will be different departure times within the school. All of those have been written in the letter that I ask you to read over with your parents, but you will be told about them as and when you return to school as from today onwards. This global pandemic has caused chaos everywhere. However, as I said, there are genuine reasons for optimism going forward. We can't stay off school forever. We've been off school now off and on for the last 10 months. And I can't believe I'm hearing myself say that we've been off school for 10 months. Some of you in Year 9 have not even been into Hillcrest on a regular basis, and there are some new students in Year 12 also in that position. That's unheard of. So we need to make the very best of the opportunities that we have available, and that's why I'm asking that you return to school now. Term 2 that we're about to start on is 12 weeks in length. 2 lots of 6 weeks punctuated by a week's gap for half term. Those of you who are in year 11 or in year 13, you will be facing exams after this term. 12 weeks is such a short period of time, and that's why we need to make the best possible use of the time that we have available. That's why I'm asking you to return to school. That's why I'm asking you to adopt all of the strategies that we are using here in Hillcrest to fight the pandemic. And that's why I want you to work hard and achieve the very best that you can in the exams that you will be facing after Easter time. Even if you're not in those year groups, you will still also need to be amassing content and knowledge and understanding and practical skills in order for you to be able to do your exams in 2022 onwards. Hence, we need to work together. You will be reminded as you walk around school to socially distance. You will be given directional arrows to go around the school. You don't have the freedom to sort of go up and down corridors as you would see fit. You have to obey the rules. And they're there for your protection, and they're there for the staff's protection too. And we ask that you follow them. Another factor is the last 10 months. Has it been a complete and utter waste of time? I don't think it has. I think that pressing the pause button on life, giving us time to reflect and think very carefully about what it actually means and what we are doing here in this world, has been really valuable. Came across this video, which I'm going to show you just to finish off this assembly. I'd like you to listen to it, I'd like you to look at it, I'd like you to reflect back on it. And as we return to Hillcrest, if you do need help, then please do reach out. You've got lots of people here who are just willing to help you as and when you need it, whether that's Elena Troy, the counsellor, the deputy head in charge of student welfare, your head of year, your tutor, your teachers, the peer counsellors, the list just goes on and on. You're not in this alone. We appreciate that we are asking you to sort of come back to school and take on additional risks. That decision has not been taken lightly. However, it is an instruction that's come from the Kenyan government that all students need to return to school for very valid reasons, that we need to get you prepared for the years that lie ahead of you. However, it's also important to reflect back. That's what January is all about. It comes from the Roman god Janus, of looking back and looking forward. Looking forward, I've talked about that a lot. Looking back, that's what this video is all about. What have we learned from the last 10 months when the pause button has been pressed? What is going to change in our lives? And I hope something has, and I hope this video causes you to reflect and think on those things. I'm really excited, as I've said, about welcoming you all back into school. School has been terrible without you guys. School is what students are all about. And a school without students is not a school. So I want to welcome each of you back individually, and I will be out front over the next few days, welcoming you all back into school. Please do, however, act responsibly while you're here, because that's the only way that we can guarantee future weeks of schooling for everyone. Thank you for watching.
In a year where we had to fight for survival, where isolation was enforced, loss was substantial, scarcity was abundant, and it felt like the world was going to end. It was in this chaos that I learned I wasn't fighting for my survival. I was learning what was important to fight for. The enforced isolation allowed me to look inwards and find out who I am and what I need to do. The losses taught me to treasure what I have and the people most important to me. Out of the scarcity came the knowledge that I didn't require things to make me happy, and that happiness was created from within. As we turn our clocks to 2021, I wish for you to find the fight to focus on what's important, to look inside and be true to yourself, to treasure the present moment and all those in it, find happiness within, and to connect with Mother Nature while doing all of this.